I might get that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this. Okay, yeah, I guessed that you were. Let's see, tech powers, biotic powers. Lance is a good one. Nope, I want to confirm an exit. And then maybe I'll put point into assault rifles. Cora has much less that she can actually do. I'll give her this and this. Liam, crisis response level 2, can get military training and defense. I think we're good now. Quest. All the quests. Let's see. What quest do I actually want to do? I guess I'll go talk to Tan first.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Good old Tan. He's basically in a closet.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end,
sounds fun.
the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support them.
Yep, that looks like a great place to
Everything
live.
depends on it.
I'd live there.
Worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
Cora's like,
fail,
well,
I
I'm
guess it's
out.
no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others,
Just point the way.
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
they're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
The missing
I was wondering
arcs.
about that. Ah!
Oops, I'm dead already.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
Sounds fun.
No, I'm fine.
Getting to know the Nexus. Well, he's right here, so I guess I'll talk to him again.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't
No.
know him very well, although I
don't.
understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Well, what the heck happened to them?
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain,
No, that's cool.
but tens of thousands of
Don't worry about it.
colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Who is here to see us in an unflattering light? Missing arcs.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the Initiative can never be fulfilled.
Sounds about right.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also
Quarians.
bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Oh, that's a shame.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Yep.
How did
Rip.
Gene Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Kendris mentioned
Sad
something about
story.
hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Sloane. No one likes her.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Oh yes, the plight of the common citizens.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Not any.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more.
Oh, poor Kirby.
Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
That's a shame.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Sounds fun.
What more can you tell me about the Initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Because seat of governments are
What do you know about the early
fantastic.
days of the Initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
Interesting.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arcs. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Tans roll.
As director
What
of the
role you
Initiative,
got?
are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Weigh that out.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her
So
inner
basically
circle
you're a
perished
loser.
in the scourge, some at the hands of the exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
This is funny.
You're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
Planet viability.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads. And you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether
Probably a
that's the
good
cat
call.
or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a
Can be
priority for any pathfinder.
Can be
And don't
discouraging.
forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Sounds
That's all.
fun.
Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Darn politicians.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold.
Ooh. Raj Patil.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Why paranoid?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you report?
Did you talk to
this,
security
my
about
good
this?
friend?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure, why not?
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one. That would really help.
All
I've
right.
sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
I'll get around to that eventually.
Find out why. Be careful.
Power couplers, more power relays. Girl Scout cookies. Hyperion's inventory lists galactic Scout cookies.
Wait, really? Seriously? I want those.
You'll have to fight Kesh for the galaxy swirls.
I don't care. It'll be worth it.
That's funny.
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion. It's good to have you here.
But what choice do we have? How the hell should I?
Let's go over the docking checklist, shall
You
we?
have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Talk to Addison.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Hmm.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with
Your face is
everything.
tired.
And right now, I just want to know what happened with